Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from a restaurant called Whiskey Cake in Oklahoma City.
It's right by Penn Square Mall, and it is getting more and more popular all the time. Although it was founded in Texas, what we really love about this place is the farm-to-table concept that is putting Oklahoma food in the spotlight right here at home.
But for now, let's talk about leaving home, getting away from it all without leaving the Sooner State. So you want to feel like you're a world away? Here's what you need to do. Take a trip to Foss State Park in western Oklahoma. The designated beach area at Foss State Park may be small, but it makes a big impression. Look at this place. It's relaxing and beautiful. And a recent added feature are these palapas. On a hot day, being underneath one of these will make it feel about 15 degrees cooler.
It really makes it a nicer, more of a resort-look area. It's gives you a feel like you're actually at a beach on the coast or somewhere else. It's just really a nice spot. It gives you a great feeling to be on a beach, a real beach.
And the reaction so far to these additions to the beach area?
The people love them. You can also reserve them ahead of time.
Foss State Park and Foss Lake have almost been hidden gems over the years, but this 8,800-acre lake, by the way, is the largest in western Oklahoma. It's a huge draw to this area for all the obvious reasons, including the fact this is a superb swimming beach. But there's even more to discover here.
We have a marina, full-service marina. We have campgrounds. We have full hookups on 10 sites. We have 5 different campgrounds. There's superb RV campgrounds. We have tent camping. We have a 22-mile hiking trail, multi-use trail that you can use for hiking, biking, or horseback riding. We have a bait house that's just south of the park.
You can also play frisbee golf, a sport that's gaining in popularity, but how's this for having something that's a little bit out of the unusual?
We're the only state park in Oklahoma that has our own herd of buffalo. We've had a herd of buffalo since 1963, from what I've been told. So we're keeping that tradition going.
And a tradition for many is to come here and fish. Foss has an excellent reputation for a place where you can catch sand bass, stripers, largemouth catfish, and walleye. But there's a new addition to Foss State Park that will make it easier for people to come here. They have a new reservation system for the RV campgrounds.
It's been a huge hit for people. It guarantees them a spot here. It allows people to come during the week that aren't coming on the weekends to get a spot. So it doesn't campers don't tie a whole spot up for a whole week, reserving it for the weekend. Now they can actually reserve it for the days they want it, and people come in between those times, and they can reserve those. It's been great. It's really benefited everybody out here.
And you can certainly benefit from a trip to Foss State Park and Foss Lake, where you can relax and enjoy one of the prettiest beaches in the state.
You can find absolutely everything you want to know about visiting any of our state parks on our website, travelok.com. Just click at the top for the state parks section.
Whiskey Cake is literally just a few feet away from I-44 here in Oklahoma City.
Old Route 66 passed right by here, and now we're going to head up the Mother Road back toward the Tulsa area, where Jason Grubbs takes us to visit Route 66 Village.
I grew up in a railroad family. My dad was a railroad engineer, my granddad was a brakeman conductor, and my great-granddad was a bridge builder, all for the Frisco system. So I've got railroading in my blood.
When Mike Massey got the opportunity to rebuild this old Frisco Railroad steam engine, he jumped at the chance.
It's like I had the opportunity to rebuild this for my dad, because he used to run these big engines back in the 1940s.
This old steam locomotive was in service for much of the 1940s, traveling between St. Louis, here in Tulsa, and on into Oklahoma City.
Mike and a handful of volunteers spent more than 6 years restoring this Goliath.
With donated materials, donated paint, donated labor.
Today, the Frisco 4500 Meteor sits as a crown jewel of the Route 66 Village in West Tulsa. You'll also see a restored lounge car, an old oil tanker from 1917, and a caboose from the 30s. The 5.5-acre plaza is dedicated to not only the transportation industry, but Oklahoma's rich history with oil.
We have so much to be thankful for the development of our city, our state, and our nation due to transportation, the oil industry.
Next to the tracks are donated pump jacks and a giant derrick. The nonprofit group that runs the village decided to build it big for a reason. They wanted to set a record.
They wanted it to be the tallest in North America. Well, we did a research and found out that the tallest was in Canada at 148 feet. Well, we decided to make ours 154 feet. So right now, we hold the record.
Don't be surprised if a cool car shows up while you're visiting. This is a hot spot for hot rods. There's also a chance you'll run into this little guy.
He loves trains. He's obsessed.
Andrea Halstead says the village is a daily stop for her son Caleb.
Every day we gotta drive by or stop by. He wants to be an engineer when he grows up.
Inspiration and education. Mike says that's the goal of the Route 66 village, and new additions are on the way.
What you're seeing right now is basically just the beginning of our village.
Making this a place you'll want to keep coming back to and seeing what's new. In West Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
If you're headed towards Tulsa anytime soon, you'll want to check out all the great places to eat, shop, and even stay the night. So you need a copy of our Tulsa Guide. Request your free copy at travelok.com. From Route 66 to Main Street in one of Oklahoma's best-known towns.
We've uncovered some hidden history in Norman.
I know that it's over 100 years old, and I think it's a great conversation piece.
Plus absolutely awesome eats out in El Reno.
And inside one of the hottest B&Bs in southern Oklahoma, we'll tour Miranda Lambert's Lady Smith, coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with summertime adventures. Suit up and cool off in a lake or a river. Hike the trails, dig for treasures, tour the caverns, or settle in under the stars. Whatever your heart desires, you can find it at an Oklahoma state park. Plan a summer that's miles from ordinary at travelok.com and come see for yourself.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at oklahomatoday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Sweeping down the plain.
And the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma every night, my honey every night. Sit alone and talk
and watch a hawk
making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong
to the land,
and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say
We're only saying you're doing fine.
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma,
hey, Oklahoma,
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
you forgot the honey lamb.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the restaurant Whiskey Cake right near Penn Square Mall in Oklahoma City. They feature a farm-to-table concept that really puts a lot of great Oklahoma-made products in the spotlight.
All right, and right now we're going to head south to Norman. That's where our next story takes us. Darren Brown found a shop on Main Street where he uncovered more than he ever imagined.
There's so many marketplaces now, it's hard to find something that's creative, but at the same time, you've got to have a name that speaks exactly to what you are.
The name says it all. Vin for vintage and Teaks for, well, I think you get it.
Well, we have about 15 different vendors, and they all have their own style. They have their own space that they create whatever style that they prefer.
Amy definitely has her own style. Check out her take on some vintage furnishings.
This right here is a Queen Anne style desk. It has the black at the bottom, but it has a layered painted treatment on the top. And it has about 4 or 5 different layers. You start out with one and just keep on layering it with different paints and different colors. This piece right here is a French provincial piece, probably from the 1950s. Originally, I got it out of an estate sale, and it was like a dark, ugly brown. And I came in and painted it a hot pink with a gold accent and gold dipping at the bottom.
And for those manly men who think pink furniture not quite their style, they can just take a walk toward the back of the store.
And this is Kevin's man cave, and he has a lot of men type stuff. It's not foo-foo stuff, but the men love to come and hang out here and hunt through all the stuff and look for tools and different things that they enjoy, rusty, crusty stuff.
Yeah, she said rusty, crusty, but I think it fits. I mean, what else would you call an old traffic light?
This light here we found in Texas. It's a retired light, street light. And when was the last time you ever seen one not hanging up 30 feet up in the air? Nowadays, kids just pop their money into there and push a button, it pops out the bottom. But back then we had to struggle and hope it didn't get locked up.
Kevin's wife Allison always joins him on his antique adventures, and she usually brings back her own cool stuff.
This is an old yarn winder that I found at the 100-mile garage sale in Texas. I know that it's over 100 years old, and I think it's a great conversation piece.
Amy has high hopes for her new store because there's certainly no shortage of new customers for old stuff.
I've done it since I probably was in my 20s and just have a real passion for, you know, repurposing, for creating something new out of something that's, you know, that somebody else would like to throw away.
Here at Vintiques in Norman, you can look at French country, English, Art Deco, or mid-century decor. But see, me, I'm more of a vintage, retro kind of guy. That's why I like hanging out here at the vinyl resting place.
If I'm lucky, maybe I'll find some of my old albums that my kid brother stole from me. In Norman, discovering Oklahoma, I'm Darren Brown.
The fine folks in Norman would love to have you plan a visit, and we've made it easy to do with our Norman brochure. Log on to our website, travelok.com, and get your free copy today. Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
You can't get this anywhere else except in Tishomingo. There's something really special about this place.
The hot spot in southern Oklahoma that's drawing travelers from around the world. And the magic man, Jeff Roberts, shows us where to find that good Oklahoma grub.
Wow. Honestly, home run, over the fence, out of the park, maybe out of the universe. You got to do that. That's really good stuff.
We'll take you there coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with summertime adventures. Suit up and cool off in a lake or a river. Hike the trails, dig for treasures, tour the caverns, or settle in under the stars. Whatever your heart desires, you can find it at an Oklahoma state park. Plan a summer that's miles from ordinary at travelok.com and come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from Whiskey Cake. It's a restaurant right by Penn Square Mall in Oklahoma City. It is such a fun restaurant, great patio, terrific food.
Absolutely, and right now we're going to take you to the southern Oklahoma town of Tishomingo, where you can have a great night's stay, all courtesy of a country music superstar. Tina McGarry takes us to Miranda Lambert's Ladysmith Bed and Breakfast.
You can't get this anywhere else except in Tishomingo. There's something really special about this place.
In the heart of Tishomingo, right on Main Street, you'll find the Ladysmith Bed and Breakfast. Owned by country singer Miranda Lambert, the Platinum Artist Boutique B&B offers a luxurious, adult-only getaway.
Our stay is very, very high attention to detail.
Attention to detail that started with this beautiful, historic two-story.
The building was built in 1901. The top floor had not been occupied since about 1946, and the bottom floor had been occupied pretty recent as an insurance agency. But it was completely renovated and redone, taken back to, I would even venture to say, beyond its former glory, because it is such a unique, interesting space now. That before it was obviously nice, and it was kind of a an olden day indoor mall, if you will, with a doctor's office, a beauty parlor, a lawyer. So there were some different businesses on this second floor, but it's been taken beyond the grandeur, I think, of what it was originally.
Designer Farrah Queen helped bring Miranda's vision to life.
Well, I didn't coin it, and I don't know where it came from, but I've heard it called shabby chic meets rock and roll, which is completely her.
From the fun and funky lounges to the sweet and adorable tea room, Miranda's platinum touches everywhere.
That piece was one of the things that was in storage, and we had it refurbished, made it into a bench.
I'm in the Judge. It's one of 8 private rooms. Private being key here. We're not going to take our cameras in. These rooms are really for the guests' eyes only. I can tell you these rooms are uniquely themed and they are perfectly decorated.
You have to be 21 to stay here. We have a private bar on property that is exclusive to our guests, which makes it pretty envious of anyone standing down on the street wanting to come upstairs and have a cocktail, and you can't unless you are a guest here.
The Ladysmith guarantees a fun and unique experience, as well as some Southern hospitality and good food.
And then we toss that in King's Hawaiian bread, cream, eggs, Parmesan cheese, and cheddar cheese, and bake it, and it puffs up and it's crusty on the top. It's absolutely delicious.
The Ladysmith has become a popular destination for not only couples, but also friends. That's right, girls' trips. The Ladysmith is located just steps away from Miranda's wildly popular boutique, the Pink Pistol.
I think it's been successful more than we could have ever possibly imagined. There are a lot of people that are coming to Tishomingo as a destination to come to the Pink Pistol. Being able to offer them this as well is just icing on the cake as far as I'm concerned. We've had guests come as far away as Germany, England, Australia, specifically to come here to the Ladysmith and visit the Pink Pistol as well. So obviously we're very proud of that.
In Tishomingo, I'm Tina McGarry, Discovering Oklahoma.
The folks at Oklahoma's Department of Agritourism have helped us compile a great list of all sorts of country getaways. Just head to our website, travelok.com, to request a copy of Oklahoma Country Stays.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma, the burger that has people running to the door of one restaurant.
This place would be just wall to wall, from the counter to the wall with people.
We're headed to El Reno when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Hot off the press. Order your free copy of the 2015 Oklahoma Travel Guide and get an all-access pass to the very best places, attractions, and activities Oklahoma has to offer. Go online to travelok.com and order your free copy today.
It's mind-boggling to go through the history of music and the connection to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's Rhythm and Roots website is shaking the walls with legendary talent, iconic venues, and vocals from the heartland. Full of photos, videos, music, trivia, and itineraries, Rhythm and Roots transforms Oklahoma's rich music legacy into a bucket list of travel opportunities. Tune into OklahomaMusicTrail.com and start your journey today.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at OklahomaToday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Hot off the press, order your free copy of the 2015 Oklahoma Outdoor Guide and get an all-access pass to the very best places, attractions, and activities Oklahoma has to offer. Go online to travelok.com and order your free copy today. It glows in the dark.
Every night, sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong
To the land.
and when we belong to his land.
So when we say,
we're only saying you're doing fine.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the restaurant Whiskey Cake in Oklahoma City, where the food is incredible.
Absolutely. Now, there's a place on the west side of the Oklahoma City Metro that claims to be the oldest hamburger shop in El Reno. So let's go find out. Jeff Roberts takes us for a taste at Roberts Grill.
Back in the day when El Reno had open campus, the junior high kids used to run down this sidewalk for a Roberts Grill onion burger. We're going to do the same today.
Kevin Copeland was one of those junior high kids, and he tells us why they would run.
To get in here to try to get a seat to have our meal without having to stand up.
That is so funny.
This place would be just wall to wall, from the counter to the wall with people.
Looks really good, huh? Kevin sure thinks so.
Oh, it is the absolute best experience. It is the best burger, French fries, conies with slaw, and breakfasts in the mid-continent area. It is the best.
Wait a minute. Did he say coney with slaw? That's what owner Edward Graham talked about too.
Well, it's a chili dog with homemade chili and slaw on it, and it's you've never had anything like it.
Chili and slaw, I've never done that.
Yeah, well, you will today.
Oh, I will. Here we go. Wow. Honestly, home run, over the fence, out of the park, maybe out of the universe. You got to do that. That's really good stuff.
But let's face it, the real reason people come to Robert's Grill is the onion burger. And Edward works magic on the grill with them.
I just found out somebody has to pay for the lunch today here at Robert's Grill in El Reno, and it's me. I got the short end of this. These onions are killing me. In El Reno, I'm Jeff Roberts for Discover Oklahoma. I'll get you guys for this.
Our El Reno brochure shows you so many things to see and do while you're in town to check out those great burgers. Just go to our website, travelok.com, to request your free copy.
A huge thank you to the folks here at Whiskey Cake for hosting us this week. This is a great place for lunch or dinner, also a fabulous brunch menu. If you want to make a reservation, you can do that through their website.
Coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, a mouth-watering look at some of the tastiest treats in Tulsa. You want to come with us to the Oklahoma Kolache Company.
And an absolutely incredible getaway, the Western Oklahoma resort that's got to be on your bucket list. Don't miss it next Saturday night, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Production vehicle provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.
I'm on something.